Tonight, I'm going to have myself such a good time. I feel alive. And the world is turning inside out and floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, because I'm having a good time having a good time. Welcome to Nerds Gone Rogue. This is episode 118. I am not Matthew Keel. I am your host for the evening, Corey Dierig. Matt's out, taking care of some personal stuff. But we've got at Svhenn,
Sup, party people,
and Gimpy J, Jason Marshall.
What's up?
Yeah. I did the Matt thing. I read the music. Yeah. I think I get points for that, by the way.
You do get points for that. That was well done, and a good band to do it with too. Good song as well.
Can't wait for the movie.
Yeah,
the movie's going to be awesome. Yeah, the movie's going to look really good.
Yeah. I think Queen is a good band. I'm not gonna lie. I don't listen to much music, but Queen is one of the music things that I listen to. Wow, that was bad. Music things, also known as a band. Wow, I'm just bad at this music thing. This is why our podcast is about video games and not music.
That's terrible.
I know, I'm terrible. That's why I don't host anymore. That's why Matt does this. Anyways, we're gonna do some housekeeping. So hold on to your butts. We've got something to plug for every channel, every show. It's going to be a good time. So, Pod and Play Season 3 is over halfway done. Episodes include Sunset Overdrive, God of War, Titanfall 2, and Quantum Break. Season 4 is also in pre-production for a March 1st release. So, if you're going to want a game on there, email us at ngrradiopodcast@gmail.com or tweet at us at nerdsgonerogue. Subscribe to our YouTube channel or check out ngrradio.com for further episodes. Season finale is on November 17th, so all the episodes will then be live. Nice. Speaking of seasonal shows, Ninja Showcase is also coming back for Season 2. We got a lot of positive feedback for Season 1 on Nintendo Power Block, so you can go over to Nintendo Power Block's YouTube channel starting January 5th for some Ninja goodness. Games like The Messenger, Mr. Shifty, Dead Cells, and more will be featured in the upcoming season. So make sure you subscribe to Nintendo Power Block's YouTube channel today. While you're there, make sure you check out some quick looks of some awesome games you can find on your Nintendo Switch, or check out Nerds Gone Retro, an upcoming classic Nintendo game series. It's going to be a good time. Squad Goals is also making its comeback to Arsenal X's YouTube channel. So if you want to see what the Axe Crew is playing, games like Black Ops 4, Halo, Destiny, Fortnite, Gears of War 4, and much more, subscribe to Arsenal X's YouTube channel. Speaking of Let's Plays, you can also check out Platinum Plays on Tuesdays and the Misadventures of Moose on Wednesdays over on the Nerds Gone Platinum YouTube channel. Should be a good time. So, also check out our family of shows, our family of podcasts, Nerds Gone Platinum, PlayStation Podcast, Arsenal X, Xbox Podcast, Nintendo Power Block, and of course, Nerds Gone Rogue. There's a daily podcast at 7 a.m. whatever channel you subscribe to. So it's going to be a good time. Also, this show, you can catch us live anywhere between 8:30 and 9 on Monday nights. If you really feel like getting a good live dose of me, Moose, Matt, and tonight, Jason. So good times. Good times. But for now, we're going to get into what we've been playing. Jason, we're going to start with you since you are our esteemed guest this evening.
Oh, thank you.
esteemed guest, and I'm tired of hearing about Bloodborne from Moose. So,
Speaking of Bloodborne, no.
Oh God.
No, thanks to Nerdgun Platinum's Moose replacement last week, I've been playing Forsaken. A lot of it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on a Destiny show. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Speak to our booking agent, Justin. But
he books the guests.
Playing a lot of Forsaken. I'm glad I came back. Having a good time. I picked up the 600 light weapon from Haunted Forest. Little Gambit, good mode. Some strikes, Crucible. Played a little Black Ops 4. And some Assassin's Creed Origins.
Nice. Origins is great.
Only a year late, but
it's all right. Better late than never.
Haven't played an Assassin's Creed since the first one, so.
Well, this is probably a good time to jump in. No, but seriously, Origins was awesome. I really like that game a lot, and like the more I've been playing of Odyssey, the more I wish it was more like Origins.
Oh, I actually did play 15 minutes of Odyssey because I got into Project Stream.
Ooh, nice. How's that going for you?
Interesting. Not a fan of playing mouse and keyboard. Not a PC gamer.
You can't plug in a controller?
You can, but I got the invite when I got home from work today. I had like an hour before the rest of the family got home.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I might go to a controller, but I don't want to sit in front of the screen. I'd rather be on the couch. Yeah, I know I could probably hook it up, but I'd rather finish Origins than play Odyssey. So,
yeah, fair. Man. Black Ops. How are you liking it? Have you played Blackout mode yet?
A little. I haven't won yet, but I got into top 20 a couple times.
Nice.
I'm playing more of the regular multiplayer.
Yeah, is like team deathmatch or whatever.
The heist mode. It reminds me of old school Counter-Strike.
Cool.
Start off with nothing. You have to purchase weapons as you go along. Call of Duty always does multiplayer right. But I am better at Destiny's multiplayer. I've noticed.
Destiny's multiplayer is way slower.
Yeah.
It's just I also think the time to kill is also slower than Call of Duty. So
I feel better about myself when I play Destiny Crucible.
I don't feel good about myself anytime I play multiplayer games. So, but yeah, I hear you. I've also been playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Been playing that Blackout mode. I played a lot of duos with Jesse Douglas the other night. Nice. It was a good time, man. The one match, Jesse usually survives all the way to the end, but the one match he died right at the beginning, and I just ran away. I ran away, and I found this bush to hide in, and I got down to the final 7, and yeah, man, somebody had way higher armor and than I did, and we got in a 1-on-1, and I just died. But I was shooting this one guy, and then this other guy comes down the hill and shoots me after I'm shooting this other guy. So it's like a 3-way fight. It was just a bad decision. And when you got two guys when you got two guys shooting you,
yeah,
you're not gonna win. I don't care who you are. I mean, you might, but I'm not gonna win.
That's true.
I can barely win when I have a team behind me, let alone by myself. So that's why I like Destiny. I can just play control and I can just go capture points and then, throw up a shield or throw a grenade, a sticky grenade at someone.
Nice.
But yeah, is that all you've been playing, Jason?
Yeah. I played a little Splatoon 2.
That old chestnut on the Switch.
I picked up a Power A controller.
Yeah.
Because I had some GameStop credit. I'm liking it. It doesn't have as many remappables as the Pro controller, but it does its job.
Nice. Which one did you get? Did you just get like the basic one?
No, the Shadow Link one.
That's the black one with the charcoal?
Yeah,
kind of Triforces on it.
Loose. I pre-ordered the Diablo one.
Yeah, I saw that too. That Diablo one looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, man. Diablo, man. I don't know if I can do this again.
I can.
Diablo's good. Diablo's good.
No, I know it's good. I just, man, Diablo.
On the next Pod and Play, MPJ replaces Corey for Diablo.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe.
Yeah. If you don't have a Switch yet, that bundle's pretty nice. That Diablo bundle.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, with the cool dock. Looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So you guys got to come on Pod and Play for season 4 because we're doing a lot of PlayStation stuff. We're trying to get rotating people in and out instead of just me and Ed talking about stuff. Not that I don't love Ed or anything, but you know,
nice. That's what they all say.
Yeah,
it's good to mix it up.
It's what we say when we're live. We all know how we really feel about him.
Oh, Ed, we love you, man.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, right. Ed does so much.
How does he ever sleep?
I don't know.
So it's crazy.
I have no idea. I don't think he does. Unless there's like 2 Eds. Yeah.
He could be the first person to quote himself and we don't know it. So
that's right. Yeah. So but yeah, we're gonna do, I think our first episode's gonna be Spider-Man. So
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
It's an okay game.
It's all right.
So how do y'all do that? Do you two just both play it at the same time and just chat?
Yeah.
Because it's a single player game.
Yeah.
Because I could see like doing like co-op games like a Borderlands or Helldivers where you have to work as a team and you could play, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
To play a single player game that way.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna
y'all should do Bloodborne.
Well, we're gonna
drag Ed through Bloodborn. Kicking and screaming, and in the end, he will thank you.
What we're trying to do 4 kind of primary PlayStation games, 4 primarily Xbox games, and 4 primarily Nintendo games. So, or like Diablo's coming to Switch, so we might check Diablo out on Switch for a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
So, I know we're gonna try to do some online Smash with each other for an episode.
Which is smart.
Is
that next year or this year?
What, Smash? It's this December 7th. It's like the last major game this year.
Man, that's coming up. Yeah. I thought that was coming out next year. Wow, I didn't know it was coming this year.
Dude, it comes out in 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Gosh, 6 weeks is going to be December.
I know. And
10 weeks. 10 weeks is going to be 2019.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, it really is. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Where did this year go? I'm not into it,
Yeah.
It's just, man, this year. It's too fast. Moose, what are you playing?
So as you mentioned before, Misadventures with Moose. I've been playing through. I've been doing a Bloodborne playthrough, so I'm at part 10.
What do you think of the game? Do you like it?
What's that?
What do you think of the game? Do you like it?
No, I hate it. It's horrible. It's a terrible game. Don't play it. Yeah. Don't waste your hard-earned money on it or the DLC. So, anyways, I've been doing that. So I've been playing Bloodborne. I jumped back into some Helldivers with Justin. Had some fun with that. And then I think while I was on vacation, not last week, but the week before. So really didn't play anything that week. And what else have I tried? I've downloaded Skyrim to try and finish up the DLC, so I got 100% that. I've just been kind of waiting for Red Dead Redemption 2 and trying to bide my time until that comes. So been playing Super Meat Boy on the Nintendo Switch. Love that. I played Mario Kart for like 7 hours on Friday.
Jeez.
So well, maybe not 7 hours, but we played a lot.
Mario Kart's a great game, but 7 hours?
Well, we had nothing to do at work. And so I took the Switch to work with the dock and everything, and I hooked it up to the TV in the conference room. We really didn't have anything to do. So we all just sat in there and did races, and then we did battle mode, and then verse mode and stuff like that. So we were having a good time with it. So it's a good time. Nice. That was the most action my Switch has seen in a long time. So, but
yeah, my Switch hasn't seen a lot of action either lately.
Yeah,
it should, since I kind of run the Nintendo channel. But
well, yeah. Well, you're a busy man. You got baby.
No, I've been playing I've been playing Spider-Man and Tomb Raider.
How far are you in Spider-Man? Where you
not far. Story-wise, not far. I'm trying to do all the side stuff, because I heard around the third act it gets significantly harder to do the side stuff.
Yeah.
And then they add side stuff.
There's more. It's overwhelming if you wait.
And I don't want to say I agree it's not harder. It's, let's just say, annoying. Because there's one of the factions that pops up, there's just aggressive. So you're just, swinging along, and you're getting attacked from left and right. And it's just man, I just want to go collect these backpacks. Just let me get these backpacks. So, but yeah.
It's kind of like GTA 3 when you take over territory and people start then trying to take it back. It's kind of like that, annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're just I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, I can't have that.
Yeah, so it's better to, like you said, to do it all before you get into that act.
See, Spider-Man has an achievable platinum.
It does.
I'm thinking I might make that my second platinum trophy ever. I could.
You do. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. But I'm also trying to beat Tomb Raider, because that game is awesome. And I hate all the stories I read today about it. About the Steam reviews bombing it because it went on sale and stuff. Man, I can't. I like that game a lot. I think it plays well. I think the tombs are fun. I think the tombs are challenging. I think it's fun, and I don't understand all the hate that the internet is giving it. Although it is the internet, and I don't really understand the internet.
Hate. So. I think the difference there is the hate's not being given to the game because it's crap. They're just giving it to Square because it's already 40% off, 30% off.
Yeah,
not even a month after it's released.
Yeah,
that's kind of I could see if it was Black Friday.
But if you're trying to move units and you're stuck in between Spider-Man and Red Dead and Black Ops, those are 3 monster games. If you want to stand out, you gotta lower that price tag. Well, first of all, Square shouldn't have put it out in September.
I was just going to say that's their own fault.
They should have put it out in January,
or they should have. I don't know. They should have moved it up if they could to August.
Yeah,
make it a summer game and be hey guys, here's a game you can play. It's not that long. Ooh, pop it in your disc tray. Play it before Spider-Man comes out, before Red Dead hits in October. And you'll be good to go. But they didn't. They wanted to. Where did they let it out? The last week of September, I think it was, or second week.
It was the week. When did Spider-Man come out? The 14th, 7th, and 7th. Tomb Raider came out on the 14th.
Okay, so it was the week after. Yeah. I was thinking it was that next Tuesday or that next week.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this game gets shafted every time it's put out. Yeah. I mean, even Rise of the Tomb Raider when it came out, the Microsoft stuff aside, they put it out on the same day as Fallout.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, it's just dumb. I mean, I'm not saying that Tomb Raider is not an iconic series, but it's not as iconic as Fallout or anticipated as Fallout. It's almost like one of those series that people love to play, but they'll get to it when they get to it, if that makes sense. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there that'll buy it day one. Like Fallout will be bought day one, but a lot of people that are interested in it will buy it day one. But some people with Tomb Raider will be like, well, I like the series, but I'll get around to it eventually. You know, it's like one of those series that they can put on the back burner until they can get to it.
Yeah.
So,
man, it sucks because that game was good. Yeah. Like, honestly, I mean, I still got to finish a bunch of games, but it's in the game of the year contention for me this year.
Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, that's how much I like it. You know, I mean, it's not doing anything story-wise that, you know, God of War was trying to do or, you know, what Spider-Man was trying to do. But the gameplay is so fun. And just the challenges are fun. And it's just, I don't know, man. I just feel bad for that game. But, I mean, it's not the game's fault. It's Square's fault for putting it out. You know, I know they want Tomb Raider to be something that it's not. Clearly not. And they should have clearly learned that lesson the last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, anyways, continue, Moose. I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
I don't even remember what I was talking about, so it's good. I was just talking about games, talking about what I was playing. So, I mean, it's all good. Like I said, just dipping back into Bloodborne, obviously, because I love the game, but waiting for Red Dead. I took off Friday. I think I'm going to try and keep Friday. I had to schedule a teeth cleaning appointment for Archer, my dog. For those who don't know, he's my little corgi / golden retriever mix. And so I had to schedule it for November 5th, and I have to drop him off at 7 in the morning and pick him up at 2. But I think I'm going to talk to my manager and be like, hey, can I come in? I'll be in at 8:30 and then just leave that day at 1 to drive out there to pick him up and then just make up the time the rest of the week, not take lunches or something, and see what she says so that I could still take Friday. So I don't have to burn any, vacation time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I have 5 days left, but 4 of them are for the week of Christmas. So I want to have one in case I have a sick day or something. I don't know.
Right.
We'll see. But I'm hoping to play that. And like I said, I'll probably stay up Thursday night, play it for 4 or 5 hours, go to bed, and then just wake up and stream it or something. So, and I've been doing that more lately too. I've been streaming a lot of stuff, like Bloodborne. I'll stream it, or just when I'm grinding or playing. Skyrim I haven't done yet, but I think I'm gonna start doing that eventually. Just streaming when I'm playing. Just have a good, just start doing it on the occasion to get comfortable with it, and all that stuff. But it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, I need to start streaming again too. I'm trying to figure out a schedule here, and I'm trying to get everything set up because I got this new desk, and but anyways, at Svhenn on Twitch if you want to watch Moose.
That's right. Play some Bloodborne. Heck yeah.
That's all he streams. That's all he plays.
No, I play Dark Souls as well.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna
getting tired of editing Bloodborne videos.
Do they all just run together?
How many have you edited though?
All 9.
You've done 9 so far?
Yeah.
Jesus, because I know I just put 9 up today. I put 8 and 9 up today, I think.
It's like I've replayed the game again.
Well, that's not my fault. At least I'll put content out there for the channel. Be happy. I got something going on. Yeah, because it started out as a platinum plays. And then I'm like, I need to change the name because I'm not playing with anybody else. And so I decided.
Consider watching it. Don't watch at work because the language is. Unless you work at a nursery school, then you're fine. But
listen with headphones and you'll be all right.
I think that's safe to say about all of our content. Just make sure you're wearing headphones.
Yeah, it's not suitable for work. Yeah.
It's not like we're screaming obscenities, but
no, but it's just sometimes it comes out because like
it always comes out.
Yeah, you're dying, and it's like son of a bitch. Yeah.
We'll just record Jeff doing that.
I try and keep the vocabulary, the curse words limited to like a certain number of words and not expand beyond that. So it's not really, really bad. But what are you going to do? Bloodborne sometimes makes you rage.
Yeah. Well, you know what makes me rage is Madden. Madden online.
Football makes me rage. Goddamn Eagles.
No, it's just playing online. EA's online infrastructure is not good. You want to tell me
connecting players or
just
while
like
playing a game?
There's just a lot of glitchy. There's a lot of glitchiness online. Mm-hmm. Like, let me tell you what happened. You're not going to believe me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So, I'm playing as the Browns. I'm going
to that Super Bowl.
I'm running down the field, right? I'm making a good drive. And I'm making some progress here. I think I'm going to score. I throw the ball into the end zone. It says interception, right?
Yeah.
Only one problem. There's no player holding the ball. And the ball just starts moving the other way.
What?
Yeah.
That's a Browns thing to do.
Yeah. And I'm like my players are like running through the ball because I'm like, well, this is clearly some type of glitch, but I still have to try to tackle this invisible player. And like my players are just running through the ball like it's just floating, and they like the ball goes into the other side and then the game just freezes.
So apparently whatever team you were playing had Reed Richards on their team.
Yeah, apparently.
Wait, no. Invisible Girl. Reed Richards was stretchable. Never mind. I don't know the Fantastic Four.
You weren't playing the Giants because they couldn't pull that shit off.
It's true.
Hell, neither could the Eagles.
I mean, look, I've got Monday Night Football on over here, and it's the Falcons against the Giants, and man, Eli Manning is.
Yeah, I've got it on.
Let's just say he's not his brother.
But he's won one more Super Bowl.
You know what? That's fair.
He's got 2 rings. I'm just saying. Eli goes home and goes, I got 2 rings. One for each of you. Put him on the middle finger.
Peyton's funnier, though.
It's true.
Looking. Yeah, but yeah. That forehead goes for like miles.
I mean, I showed my wife that Drew Brees congratulatory video, and she even laughed.
What are you gonna do?
Not play Madden, man. I can't. I tried it online on the 360, and I'm like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this stuff.
What?
I
haven't played an online game since MLB 15.
And I like
sports-wise, you mean?
Yeah.
I like playing online because I'm like, man, I'm already hindering myself by playing as the Browns, but like I'm over 500. My online record is over 500. I'm like 10-9 online, and my defense is amazing except for the one game that I got blown out like 35-21, but I mean, it wasn't
a blowout though. That's
no,
like 14 points. That's 2 touchdowns. That's pretty good.
But this guy had 745 yards of total offense, and I had 110.
Oh, that's right. You were saying that's the game where you scored with all your defense.
Yeah,
you scored like okay, so offensively, that definitely is a blowout, not point wise. Yeah. So okay, all right, okay.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, got a guest.
Who?
But yeah, I mean, I enjoy playing online when it works, but it's so very rare that it works how you want it to work. So, and then I got the roster update, and it took away my power back because Carlos Hyde got traded to the Jaguars this week.
Oh,
and well, I mean, I have Duke Johnson, which is a great receiver out of the backfield, and Chubb, who's just like, man, he's just he's good to watch on TV, but he's one of those backs that his skill doesn't translate well to how Madden works yet because he's a rookie, and like it's just, man.
Yeah, like I gotta have a good halfback and a fullback when I play Madden, because I like to run the ball a lot, or I like to do the halfback options.
Yeah,
get them out of the backfield and let them run.
Yeah.
The ball.
Well, Moose, we did talk about this, but I wish it played like PS2 Madden.
Yes, if they could do it, if they could just put that in there, put that game mode in there. 2002.
Give me Madden 2004 remastered.
Yeah.
Where's that remaster?
They don't even have to do that. Just put it.
I know.
Put it as a game mode in the next Madden. Be like, you can play for all us old farts, or not even old farts, but just people who don't want to take the time to learn new passing mechanics. Anyways, we're really. I beat a dead horse with that thing because it's just like, just stop. Like, I don't want to play your game because you make it so complicated. And I'm not saying that it's not worth it to learn, but I just want to throw the ball around and just want to score some touchdowns and play a game. I don't need to be like, hey, I'm going to lightly tap triangle so it goes up and over his left shoulder instead of holding it down to go over his right shoulder, And then you have to control the receiver once you let go of the ball. And it's just like, I don't want to do that. Anyways.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I've been playing that. And I don't know. I might just start a franchise mode and just play offline because it's not even I'm mad because it's happening to me. I'm pulling off stuff that I know shouldn't happen either.
Yeah.
Like pulling off a cross
winning
field.
10 games.
Yeah. Okay. With the Browns.
That's what I was picking on the Browns more so than you would have said that.
I know. But like I'm making NFL blitz style cross field interceptions. Like plays I know I shouldn't be making based on where my player's at on the field, but I'm making them anyway.
Yeah, like it's insane. You're like, how's that player even making that play?
Yeah. So, yeah. And I told you, did I talk about the game last week where I tied the game up with 3 seconds left, and the first play from scrimmage in overtime, this guy breaks 7 tackles and scores a touchdown.
What?
7 tackles.
I would have been irate.
7 tackles. Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
So basically, there's a huge fairness problem.
Yeah, I think there's some serious rubber banding going on.
Okay.
So it's just, it really bugs me, man. And
that would bug me too.
So
I know I never had the problem when I played locally with my brother. Like we would play all the time. He'd come over to the house after he moved out, and we'd sit there and play Madden. We'd play at least like 2 games.
Yeah,
so it was always fun.
Yeah, me and my one friend used to play online all the time, and I would play defense and he would play offense, and we would like never lose a game.
Nice.
So
nice. But it's a good time.
Yeah. So I've been playing that. I've been playing some NBA 2K19 on that Nintendo Switch. Let me tell you, man. Whew.
That Nintendo Switch.
You're playing as the Cavs without LeBron really sucks.
Oh, I bet it does, man. I bet it does.
Don't get me wrong, Kevin Love's a great player, but he's like a, let's see, if it's Batman and Robin, who's like the third guy, like a Nightwing, Batgirl.
I'd say Batgirl or yeah.
He's like Batgirl with no Batman and Robin.
Oof.
He's like yeah. It's rough, man. They just look real bad this year anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, look, we come from Cleveland. I'm used to losing, and I'm used to the only team nobody cares about in this town winning all the time, which is the Indians. But you know, it happens.
Which is funny because like you would think y'all would love the Indians, because
but baseball's so boring, and everybody knows it.
Yeah. The only time I like to watch baseball is when I go see it.
I
don't have a problem.
You bite your tongue.
Well,
okay, Mr. Yankee, right? That's
that is. That's his team.
Yeah. Well,
Philly's not having a good year this year, and I don't think New York's gonna either.
Look, like in the Yankees is like a football fan, like in the Cowboys. All right, it's just like,
hey, he's from New York.
Cut the pants some slack.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if he's related to Derek Jeter and Alex Rodriguez. Okay?
Hey, Rod.
I don't care if he shaved his beard. He'd look like Babe Ruth. Okay.
Get rid of that facial hair. Go on.
I'm just messing with you.
Wise.
Hey, I used to get it for liking the Cavs too, with LeBron.
Yeah, you don't like the Cavs because LeBron's there. Well, no, because I live here.
Yeah,
I like the Cavs.
I watched the Cavs suck and get good 3 times in my lifetime. Okay,
maybe they'll get good again. Do you think they'll ever turn it around?
Oh God, I have no idea. No.
Wait, did the NBA season start yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cavs are 0-3.
How's Los Angeles doing?
It was real interesting last night when they played the Rockets. They had a bench clearing brawl. Three players got suspended for multiple games. So
that is crazy.
Yeah. Rondo spit on what's his name? Chris Paul. And Chris Paul punched him in the face.
Maybe he deserved it.
And then somebody else came in swinging. So that was a good time.
Nice.
But yeah, the Cavs are 0-3. They're not good. And it's real sad. We suck again.
What are you going to do, though?
Yeah, it's fine. You know what? We had our time. It's somebody else's turn.
Yeah.
So. But other than that, I've been playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think I'm almost done with the story stuff, but I want to try to do a lot of the side stuff before I finish because it's like one of those games. Even though I'm enjoying it so much, it's one of those games where like once you beat the story, you kind of don't want to go back into it, So yeah. Like sometimes there's those games where you're like, okay, I beat the story. It's going to spit me back out in the open world, and I want to finish the side stuff, right? This is not one of those games.
Okay.
So, as much as I'm enjoying it, and it's definitely my favorite game in the 3 reboot games. It's not like I'm going to finish the story and be like, all right, let's go back into the jungles in Peru and fight some more jaguars. It's like not doing it.
Nah, I'm good. Yeah.
I don't really. Funny. Yeah. So it's really good though. And like, I know a lot of people probably don't want to spend $60 on this game, but if you are an Xbox player, it's on sale on Xbox right now for like $37.99 or something.
Nice.
It's worth it. It's worth it. And if you have Game Pass, Rise of the Tomb Raider is on Game Pass. So if you don't want to buy Shadow, at least play Rise. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to tell people about this game to play it, but
yeah,
it's just one of those games, man, that a lot of people are going to wait on a sale for it or not play it at all. So, and it's by the Deus Ex team. Didn't you just play Mankind Divided, Moose?
Yes, I am playing that.
Yeah, it's by that team. So
nice.
And it shows because there's a lot of stealth in this game, and there's a lot of like choose how you want to play style things that Deus Ex normally does. Not in depth like Deus Ex does, but elements are there. So
yeah,
and it's really fun to hide in a tree and shoot an arrow through someone's neck and string them up.
Nice.
Just saying.
Very nice.
That's a fun mechanic. So, and that's it. Oh, I've also been playing Tetris. Also,
Tetris is good.
Yes, Tetris is fun. By the way, if you own a Nintendo Switch, Puyo Puyo Tetris demo is free. You can play all the Tetris you want for free. Don't spend $40 like I did. It's my weekly Tetris announcement.
Don't buy Puyo Puyo.
No, the story mode is not worth it, guys.
No, I probably wouldn't buy it anyways. Ugh. Not a huge Tetris fan.
Oh, what?
Well, I like Tetris,
what?
But not like I need to play Tetris. No, I'm good.
Oh man, I play it every night before I go to bed. It keeps me sharp.
Yeah,
keeps me going. It's like
keeps those synapses firing.
I got to keep all them electrons firing in that brain.
Yeah. See, I'm past that point of needing that to happen. I'm old enough to be like, yeah, I'm good.
Well, when your job is memorizing numbers, you need all the brain function you can.
That's a good point.
So
that's a good point.
Anyways, well, are we done talking about what we've been playing? Should we get into some of these reader questions?
Yeah.
Questions?
Let's get into the reader questions.
Listener questions. You can email us questions at ngrradiopodcast@gmail.com or tweet at us at nerdsgonerogue, or look for the question thread on Facebook, which wasn't there this week because I didn't post it. So let's get into some of these questions. Let me pull up this list of questions that I'm not prepared for. All right. Our first question comes from Sam Hall, and he writes, what are your thoughts on the large amount of talk about crunch in the video game industry, and do you think it's a big deal? Crunch, guys. It's a big topic, especially with Rockstar.
No. God, no. No. I don't think it's a big deal. We only talk about it because we talk about video games. It's in every industry.
Right.
That's true. When you're trying to get something out the door, crunch time is there.
It's not even getting something out. I have a friend who's a resident right now. Works a 20-hour day.
Yeah.
Naps for 4 hours and is expected to work again.
Mm-hmm.
He's dealing with people's lives.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And in the medical industry, it's ridiculous. I
mean, and some of these people want to work. It's their job and they like it, and they choose to work longer hours. 100, and we don't have any proof that it's 100. Sure, they may have it to work 60. There's a big difference.
I think that was just like it's one of those things, like a figure of speech, and it's like he came out and clarified that it was just him and like a couple of the writing teams working these long hours, and it's like, oh yeah, we probably put in 100 hours this week, and it's like maybe it was 65 or 70 hours, maybe we worked a little bit over.
And if you think about it, 60 hours a week, I work till 4 o'clock every day. If I work till 8 every day, I'd put in a full 60 hours. That's 100 hours is 168 hours in a week.
Yeah.
100 hours is absurd.
Yeah. I mean, that's insanity. The one of my old jobs, I worked 96-hour work weeks. We did, because it was crunch time. It was the beginning of the fiscal period, so it was like October for that year, and we worked 16-hour days Monday through Friday, and then 8-hour days on the weekends. So like I had enough time to come home, kiss my wife on the head, kick my dog out of my spot in the bed, go to bed, and then get up and take a shower and go right back to work. Like I didn't even have time to play anything or even breathe. And so 100 hours is ridiculous. I think the main concern about quote unquote crunch time is the lack of compensation. Like there's no union when it comes to the video game industry. There's no one saying like, okay, like you need to give these people compensation for what they're doing. Like especially Q&A, where like Q&A people are fired if they take a certain amount of days off. Like they can't even take a day off, and it's like they're human beings, So
yeah, that's like the one thing is like, okay, if you're working over, you should get compensated. But and other than that, it's like, look, there's crunch in every job. When I worked at the restaurant, sometimes I would work 14 or 15-hour days, right? It's just the job, man. And then like,
well, see, and that's the other thing.
Like, and when you get into video games, it's like, these things have to hit a deadline. You're gonna have to do this at some point. Mm-hmm. Like you're getting into it, and like I feel bad for some people, like the Telltale situation. That was a pretty shitty situation. But like everybody everybody wants to tell their own story, and like the 100-hour work weeks at Rockstar is like, come on, man. Everybody does that sort of thing,
Yeah.
I think it's because you don't hear about, like, your favorite restaurant. The chef may work 7 days a week. He may work a 10-hour day, but you don't hear about it because you don't go to that restaurant every day. You don't hear about it. You're only hearing about it because Rockstar's putting out one of the biggest games this year.
Of the year.
You mean you don't follow Applebee's daily and make sure that your favorite cook at Applebee's is cooking your cheese sticks the way you need to every single day for 12 hours?
First of all, the Marshalls are too good for Applebee's.
Look, Moose, nobody's too good for some fried green beans, okay?
We actually had Applebee's Saturday night.
Oh.
I got the quesadilla burger. It's very good.
Nice. And then he had a heart attack and came back to life.
by an EMT who worked 120 hours last week.
He was taking a page out of the Moose book. Get that burger with a heart attack as a topping.
I think it's blown out of. I mean, if there's any wrongdoing there, they're not getting compensated, anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that sucks. But I think it got blown way out of proportion because of a comment that he did clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said like the top people and the writing team. And I mean that's understandable
too.
Yeah, and so they're the ones that are like spearheading what Rockstar does, especially with Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto, and so they want it to be as perfect as it can be. And so here in the home stretch, it comes out Friday. Like it'll be out by the time you hear this, or be couple days out from when you hear this. So it's like, they're probably going to do a 100-hour crunch or something like that. But I agree with your statement, Corey, where it's like you should know what you're getting into when you get into the video game industry. Although I feel bad. On the flip side, I feel bad for the guy that moved to Telltale to go work for Telltale a week before they close.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at that, you're like, oh, this company's doing really good. They're getting a lot of licenses. They just did Guardians of the Galaxy. There's talks that they're going to do Stranger Things. That'll all be awesome. I'll be able to work with them and get, So he moves out there, and then all of a sudden they turn around and close.
Yeah, but I mean, on the other hand, that's like I know I'm the one that
might be an outlier.
That's like a different thing. That's not really crunch and overtime stuff. That's just
that's true.
Somebody running a business very badly and not telling anybody about it. You know,
but I'm sure good old Cliffy B worked 100 hours before Gears of War came out.
I'm sure he worked 100 hours before Lawbreakers came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a sad story that was, by the way.
He's probably happy to be retired. He's like, I'm done.
He's not done.
I think he'll be back in about 5 to 10 years.
Give him a year. He'll get that itch again. Because, when I've been doing creative stuff, when I take time off, I'm like, man, I'm really itching to do something else again.
Do you feel he would probably move towards indie stuff? You think he'd be like, I don't want to do a AAA. Maybe I'll start my own little, and not. I know he started the company that did Lawbreakers, but that was trying to be a AAA title. Maybe something, creative.
I could see him trying to do. I think the types of games that he likes to make I think
Are
he
over
would.
the top.
Yeah, I think that would require more than just a small indie team. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Look at Lawbreakers. I mean that studio was what 100 people, something like that.
Yeah, around there.
And that was considered an indie studio. So like, I don't know. I feel like if he comes back, it's gonna be. He's gonna. I bet he's gonna try to go somewhere big to try to get a budget to make the next, Unreal or Gears or something. I just think he wants to do stuff like that. But I was listening. Speaking of developers, like I was listening to a podcast the other day that David Jaffe was on. And he was like talking about how he's just done with development because everything is just so. And he started a streaming talk show now, and that's what he does. And
I didn't know that. That's awesome. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, so it's probably different for all kinds of parties out there, but I think Cliff Bleszinski wants to do something big and over the top that would require more than 10 to 12 people.
I think the problem with the video game industry is the greed.
Yeah,
gets into it because
investors and greed.
Well, that's the thing, because like if you look at it, like microtransactions are in games, and like I think I was watching Jim Sterling talk about it, and they made Ubisoft and I think it was Blizzard made 78. It can't be no $7.8 billion or something, or no, it's $78 million off microtransactions. And so now it's like, okay, well, next year they have to make that and more. You know what I mean? To like satiate the greed of their stockholders. And so it's like, it's just going to keep getting microtransactions for those companies are going to get worse and worse and worse, And so it's just like, where do the standards come in where you can go out and make a really good game, make a really good, amount of money, put it back into research and development and compensate your employees, like you should be compensating your employees, the CEO or whoever was managing it shouldn't be like, I'm just going to go, oh, well, we got to close the studio, but I'm going to keep $50 million or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, no, that shouldn't be how it works. There need to be some standards in the industry to protect the people that are doing all the work. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts on the crunch, or should we move on?
Move on.
I'm good. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
Ashley Davidson writes in and says, "Do you think the rise of female protagonists in video game industry is happening on purpose? Lara, Aloy, Cassandra, and many others seem to be taking a stand in the realm of popular male characters like Chief, Kratos, Nathan Drake, and others. Why do you think this change is happening?"
I think diversification is awesome. Isn't it? Hasn't it been statistically proven that more women play video games than men do now?
Yeah.
Like I think it's like 60 to 40, isn't it? Or something?
It's close. It's close to that.
So and I'll be honest,
oh, what? Sorry.
I was just going to say, I like to see the diversification in point of view, like how they handle the story for that type of character. Like, you get tired of playing the same white dude trying to like play an action movie out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Booker in BioShock, Nathan Drake in the Uncharted series. It's just like, give me some diversification, Like that's why I'm welcoming to it. Like, oh, it's also something different, so that stuff's selling more because it's something completely new and fresh and different. And that's what I think is awesome,
Yeah.
And it's also helpful that those characters are awesome. Lara's cool. Aloy is cool. Cassandra, what's she from?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay. Well, I mean, I can't remember the chick from Hellblade. I don't know her name because I haven't played it, but
Senua?
Yeah, Senua.
There's a strong female character. So I think it's really cool that these characters are making their way to the forefront. and I think it's cool that the community is accepting them and that developers are moving to push in that direction.
Yeah, even Microsoft is putting Kate at the forefront of Gears now.
Yeah,
which is cool. Which she's a cool character anyway, but like cool. Taking control in a mainline Gears game away from the Phoenix family for the first time in Gears 5.
That would be cool. Make them kind of like keep them prominent, but kind of make it like a subtle nod to them or something. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, they're still in the game, and they're still going to be part of your crew, but you're just playing as Kate, because the way Gears 4 wrapped up is like a pretty big twist and kind of like really forges ahead what Gears is going to be in the future, and it's going to revolve around Kate. So.
But it's also a way for them to soft reboot it without soft rebooting it, or without like actually rebooting the series.
Yeah.
Like going away, kind of like God of War.
Yeah,
like letting it go away for a while and then coming back and moving like to a different area with different mythology.
Yeah,
like, that's pretty cool. Jason, what were you gonna say?
It sounds terrible, but I don't think I don't care. Honestly, I play games. I don't care who the protagonist is. First off, Lara Croft's been in games longer than some of these people playing games now. It's 22 years. I mean, the first Tomb Raider was 96. How about Joanna Dark? Perfect Dark? I mean, if you think about it, there's been female protagonists. The thing is, if the game's not good, they don't get the recognition. If it's a shitty game, you're not going to remember it. Like Mirror's Edge Catalyst, that was a female protagonist. That game was awful.
That series should have just been left alone at the one installment, and that was it.
But for me personally, I don't really care who I've said it, I hate creative characters. Just give me a character. But to that end, I don't care who it is.
Yeah. I mean, to that point, it's like, if the game is good and the story is compelling, like, just have a protagonist that fits the story. I'm not trying to take away, just like you, Jason. I'm not trying to take away anything from the cool characters we have now. But like you said, Lara Croft has been around since the mid 90s. And granted, mid 90s Lara is different than today's Lara, but she's been around, and yeah, I think diversity is good, but I don't want diversity just to have diversity. I want diversity if it fits the story they're trying to tell.
Like, I think it's important to some people. Like, I actually was on Ed's show about diversity, but like I told him, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'll play as Lincoln in Mafia, but then I'll play as Kratos. Like, it doesn't matter who. Like, and I get it for some of the female protagonists, like maybe women or young girls look up to them, but like nobody's looking up to Nathan Drake as an idol. The dude's a thief and a murderer.
Mass murderer.
Like, I get it. Some people like can relate to Aloy, and that's awesome for them. But I mean, whatever. I mean, but that's just my opinion. It doesn't matter if the game.
But I like Aloy because Horizon is good. I don't like. I mean, I don't like Aloy because she's different from, scruffy white guy number 2 from the mid 2000s. Like, I like her because Horizon's good, and I like Tomb Raider. I like Lara because Tomb Raider is good, right?
Right. So, it's not like you like the character, but the game sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I think it's good, but like, maybe this isn't a question you should ask 3 white dudes, because we've been represented in games for so long. But like, there's been female characters that have been good. I mean, look at Mass Effect, and I know you get a creative character or whatever, but like, I played as Femme Shep. I played as female writer. Like, I don't know. It's always such a tough question to answer because it's just like.
I think it depends on how you take in the medium, what it is for you. Like, to me, it's just an escape. If the gameplay is good, I'm going to keep playing it regardless of. And half the time, more than half the time, you don't even see your character. Like, what was it? I think, Moose, you retweeted about Jim Sterling. Just spent half hour creating my Dark Souls character, only to put a helmet
on it. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's, I mean, if that's what you look for and a female protagonist is something you want, I mean, that's good for you. But for those who don't, I mean, I don't think it matters.
No. It's a good point. I mean, when I play, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, who's a girl character? You know, I don't want to play this, or oh my god, you know, like I guess I do lean more towards Jason's point of view, where it's just like I just play video games. So if it's a female character, awesome, it's a female character. It's a male character, whatever. But it's just nice to see diversity, you know, because you get sick of. I mean, I'm a white guy. I get sick of seeing the same white guys doing the same white, you know, just whatever, stealing from tombs and shooting people. Next question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deshaun Malone writes in and says, what is one video game franchise do you want to see make a comeback from the dead? So what video game franchise do you want to see?
I had two. Siphon Filter.
I knew that was going to be someone's.
And do you guys remember the shooter Black?
Yep.
Yeah.
I want that for next gen. Or this.
They tried to make a sequel to that for Xbox 360 and PS3, but it was terrible. Yeah. It was terrible.
Yeah. So that defines it's a dead franchise.
Yeah, no. But I'm just saying it's pretty bad. So
Body Count killed it and buried it.
I'd first like to say, what's up, Deshaun? Thanks for sending your question in. He's a loyal listener.
I know. He listens all the time.
He does. And he hasn't been in the chat lately. You know, might have some stuff going on or whatever, not be able to get into it. But we miss you. You haven't been in the chat. But mine would be Colony Wars, and I'm going to piggyback off Jason's and say Siphon Filter. I think I don't know how Days Gone is going to go for Sony Bend, but
well, it's a good thing they delayed it, or it wouldn't be going at all.
Yeah, I know, because that was a horrible window to put it in. But I think
imagine if they throw an Anthem bomb and they're like, "Shit, we should have kept it."
Yeah, well, I mean, but it would be even funnier if they launched it when they do, and it's a great game. You know what I mean? Because it'd be like, oh well, whatever, played in April. But I think Sony needs to bring back some kind of first person shooter franchise that's first party. So they need to dip into the Killzone well. They need to go into the Siphon Filter. Maybe have somebody do a story mode with SOCOM and bring SOCOM back so you can have the multiplayer.
Especially with today's like landscape of games as a service, SOCOM fits that so perfect.
Yes, it does. I agree with you 110%. And so I think maybe probably with if they're not already working on it now, but probably with the PlayStation 5, we'll see a dormant first-person shooter from Sony come back.
Yeah.
Siphon Filter was third.
Well, it sounds like
that would still be awesome.
It sounds like Killzone's coming back.
That's yeah. Those are the rumors.
Yeah. Whatever.
But I'd love to see Siphon Filter. Like spies and espionage and all that stuff. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
It'd be cool if it was Gabe again too. like older. Like
what if they just rebooted it and they just called it Siphon Filter and just
that would be cool.
Like they did with it's more of like a reimagining of the franchise with like they did with Ratchet and Clank, but clearly a Siphon Filter.
That would be cool. I think that would be cool. So
yeah.
What about you?
For me, I would like to see Final Fantasy Tactics come back. I know there's been a couple on like GBA and DS, but like a real one. I would like to see a real one, especially playing Valkyria Chronicles 4 and Fire Emblem. It would really scratch that itch,
Okay.
And then the other one I would like to see come back would be I would like to see Capcom give Dino Crisis the Resident Evil 2 remake style upgrade.
Yes.
Just because like a cool survival horror game with dinosaurs instead of zombies would be awesome.
Yeah. It's on sale. Dino Crisis 1 and 2 is on sale on the Vita version.
On the what system is it on sale on?
That's on the PlayStation Vita, which is the handheld that kicks ass and takes names.
Bury me with my Vita.
I'm gonna get buried with my Vita. Actually, I'm getting cremated, so my Vita's gonna get cremated with me. Then,
no, give it to someone who will play it.
No, I'm taking it with me to hell. That's where I'm going. There's no way I'm going to heaven. Come on.
and hell will still have the Sony memory cards that cost a fortune.
Yeah, like it'll
just cost triple
like,
down there.
Yeah, it'll cost me like 1,000 hours worth of labor, and 1,000 hours worth of labor is like exponentially like times that or whatever. So it's gonna be like, oh, so I can't save anything.
In 500 years of the pitchfork with no lube. And that's only for the that's only for the 8 gig memory card.
Yeah. It goes up to 15 and then 300 or 30 or 3,000. Yeah.
All right, next question. Michael Willingham writes in and asks, what's your comfort game when you don't know what to play? Tetris for me. When I don't know what to play, I will sit and play Tetris.
Right now,
Jason.
Dead Cells,
Dino Crisis.
But
Crisis
on Vita.
But consistently, Final Fantasy.
Your mouth.
Final Fantasy 6 is always on my Vita. I have it on my phone too. It's if I just don't know, I'll just turn that on and run around. But Dead Cells really is lately.
Dead Cells is so good.
Or if I don't have if I know I only have 20 minutes, I'll just start playing.
Did you? Okay, I have a question for you. Actually, do you have Dead Cells on PS4?
Yeah.
Do you remote play it on Vita?
No.
I wanted to know how that worked. If it was any good. I mean, I'm playing it on Switch, but I was just wondering if it worked well on Vita.
I don't know how they'd remap it.
Oh,
why?
R2 and R1 are both.
You might be. You could. Can you not change the controls?
I don't know.
Or is it one of those dirty ass games where you can't change your controls?
I don't know. I'll have to try after the show and find out.
Again,
report back.
B-sides, remapping buttons. Big key feature we want in every game moving forward.
Yeah.
No.
Man.
That's gonna. If this works, that's gonna open up a whole new.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing. He's gonna platinum Dead Cells in like a month. Not even. So he'll just keep playing it instead of playing whatever he has on his Vita. But
man, that game is good.
For me, comfort games is Bloodborne. It's the best comfort game, which is weird because you wouldn't think that it is, but when I just want to come home and just play something and not have to.
Yeah, werewolves and big scary monsters are comforting.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe Moose is going to hell.
It's not the material.
It's where he's most comfortable.
Or the content. It's just I'm most comfortable playing that game and just going through that world and using the same mechanics to and using different tactics, but similar tactics to try and take on different enemies, like baiting and dodging and all that good stuff. I mean, That's what last year when I was working my job and I was like 16 hours, days or whatever. Like if I had time to play, I was just playing Bloodborne because I come home and it's something I knew, and it was something that I could just get like lost in and de-stress before the next day. So that's a comfort game.
To circle back, I don't actually I never have that feeling of I don't know what to play.
Yeah.
I have that feeling every day.
Yeah. Well, that's because you buy too much.
Mine's more it's a time thing. If I know I don't have any time, I'll pick a certain game. Like I'm not gonna if I have 25 minutes, I'm not picking Destiny 2 because Destiny 2 takes 23 minutes to load, and I'm like, now I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Dude, Destiny takes so long to load.
I don't understand that. Like,
and I have a PS4 Pro. I don't understand any of it.
You made me install 80 gigabytes. You can't load in under 5 minutes?
Yeah. What you should do is load it and go make a sandwich and come back and be like, well, that was fun. Time to go take care of the kid.
It's insane.
It is one of the worst startup for a game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so long.
Well, I think
I could be in Dead Cells.
Yeah. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 is about the same.
Yeah.
It's like a 2-3 minute startup. But then in Grand Theft Auto's defense, and maybe Destiny's, like once you load up, like that's it. Like Grand Theft Auto has very few load screens.
Also, it's comforting. I don't know why in GTA 5 you see the progress bar.
Yeah, that is nice. Unless it's like, what was it? Windows 95, where it would be like 10 seconds to get to 99% and then like 3 hours to get that last percent. And you're like, this doesn't, like, your timeline doesn't work.
It's not how this works.
Yeah, like it should have been like slowly moving up the percentage. But yeah. Anyways. Next, what else we got from our awesome listeners?
Yeah. Our next question comes from Maria Lockhart. She says, Thank you guys so much for reading my question last week. It made me so happy. How many podcasts do you all listen to? Are they all about games? And what non-gaming podcasts do you listen to? I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm not gonna lie.
So do I.
Mostly like, what is that circle for, Moose?
0.
You don't listen to podcasts
anymore? No, I don't. Like I have been in a funk for like the last year and a half. I don't listen. I used to listen to Fathers of the Grind. I used to listen to Beyond. I used to listen to some like informative podcasts, like Things You Should Know. There's like ones out there called like Things You Should Know, How This Works, like all different kinds of stuff. And now I don't even listen to that. And like I actually am enjoying streaming more, and also like stuff on YouTube. Like I'll sit and watch like No Clip. Like I started watching the behind the scenes of Horizon Zero Dawn. I did watch the one on Bloodborne, on how Daniel Dwyer fell in love with Bloodborne while he was trying to take care of his daughter during his paternity or his leave. But anyways, I think I'm just getting into streaming more because like you can put it on and actually interact with them more so than like a podcast, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, I listen to podcasts because I'm in a truck all day,
which is understandable.
And like,
you can't really watch anything, so like listening is your, your main.
But I stopped. Like, I used to listen to a lot of podcast. Like, most of my podcasts are video game ones, and like, I've found myself drifting away from like a lot of the old podcasts I used to listen to because I feel like a lot of the younger group that's coming in, and like this it's good for them and stuff, and like I don't want to take anything away from them, but I'm kind of tired of the podcast where like every news story they have to like convey a message about what this news story means in terms of like sending a message about something somewhere out there, and it's just like,
yeah, It's like, just shut up.
I know. I'm like, I just like.
How does this news affect us, or what is this message sending out to the community? Shut up.
Yeah, so like I've kind of shied away from like Waypoint and especially like the Polygon podcast that I used to listen to. Like, oh my gosh, dude, they're like good for them and everything, but they're just like the worst at that. And so I've moved more towards like Giant Bomb and, you know, people who aren't as into sending a message out there to people and more of just like, hey, we're going to have a conversation about this piece of news instead of like, oh, they fired someone and they don't have enough minorities or women working there or whatever. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, I get it. You know, it's the same thing as the female protagonist thing, but it's just like, I just want to like listen to something without having to worry about something or like having a thought in the back of my head, like, am I going to offend somebody by doing this? You know, it's just like, I'm getting too old for that.
Yeah.
So I listened to Inside of You by Michael Rosenbaum. It's really good. He just interviews people about their careers, like acting or otherwise, like about their careers and what they're doing now and that kind of stuff. It's kind of like a nice break from video game stuff because, you know, we do a lot of shows and a lot of podcasts surrounding video games, and sometimes it's nice just to get away from that. But most of mine are video game podcasts, but I find myself listening to different ones. Another one that I used to listen to a lot and now I can't really stand is Rebel FM, because it's just like everyone on there has to make a, like, for example, I don't mind if someone calls their significant other their partner, but one of the people on this show calls his girlfriend, and the other host corrects, like, quote unquote, corrects him and says partner because girlfriend is offensive. It's like, come on, man. Just is it really? It's like, is it really that big of a deal if the guy calls his girlfriend his girlfriend? You know. So I stopped listening to that because there's all kinds of things on that show now like that, and just like, I can't do it. I just can't do it, man. Yeah, it stresses me out.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't listen to any gaming podcast anymore. I watch the NGR family videos. I don't have a long commute, so but I do listen to How Did This Get Made? It's with Andre and Rafi from the League.
Oh, yeah. I love the League, man. That show's amazing.
And they pick the best of the best and the worst of the worst movies. So they're either like so bad they're good or just awful, and they like pick apart them, and it's just hilarious.
What is this show called?
How Did This Get Made?
Okay.
I'm gonna listen to it.
So it's more like about how did movies get made?
No. Well, yeah, but it's more they pick apart like the plot holes and like like
it's not like you're gonna see like Microwave how this got made,
right? And all right,
yeah.
But I pick and choose. Like if you didn't see the movie, it's kind of like it's pointless to watch because you're not going to get all the references. So you can they have an extensive backlog that you could just go back and listen to like.
Jeez, it goes all the way back to 2011.
So you could pick movies you like and like listen to them.
Jingle all the way.
Nice.
I also listened to
Schwarzenegger movie, wasn't it? Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Jason. You were saying you also listen to
Reply All. It's a podcast about like everyday things on the internet. Like they talked about like phishing, like phone phishing, and they like went through with like getting scammed to find like where it would go. Like they ended up actually going to India and finding the call center.
Jeez.
Like it's like they actually, or they did an experiment like who falls for like the like password like scams like on through your email. Like, oh, we just need to log into this.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting one. And then my favorite podcast that I actually listen to weekly, it's the only one. Shout out to our buddy Todd Oxtra, Secret Friends Unite.
Nice.
That is also a frequent. It has a regular place in the rotation.
Him and Charlie Carden.
God, I love Charlie.
All things geeky. It's like comic book, and they're very informed on comic book stuff, like comic book movies. I mean, Todd talks a little about video games, but
it's funny though because when Todd talks about video games, it's like you could just hear Charlie zone out. Like he just.
Well, it's like you and when me and Matt talk about music, you're just like, I don't even need to be here. Why am I here?
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's worse. unless it has to do with Legos or Spider-Man, he's not paying attention whatsoever. He's just like,
yeah, poor Todd.
But they have a good show. It's not a long one either, so you can listen to it. That's why I stopped with Beastcast and Giant Bomb. They were just entirely too long.
They're too long.
Like,
see, that's why I like them though, is because they're long.
Well, I have like a 20-minute commute, so an episode of the Beastcast would be like 3 trips back and forth to work. By the time I finish it, it's like Thursday of the week. I'm like, all this news is old now.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to it.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I guess I'm in like a semi-unique situation though. So
am I. I mean, like I work at my desk all day and I can listen to music. So I listen to music.
Yeah, but you have people to interact with where I don't.
Well, that's true. That's true too. And so, but like, I should say I do watch the Joe Rogan show every once in a while. I forgot to mention that. Listen to or watch a lot of things. So like, I think I've just taken a break from the long form content and I watch a lot more chopped up stuff. So like stuff that's like 15, 20 minutes.
I used to listen to the Nerdist depending on the guest.
Yeah, Nerdist was good too.
But he had a lot of guests that I just didn't care for. So it was like, yeah. But that's what I do.
Doing that, or did he step away?
What?
Is he still doing it, or did he step away?
He took a break with the whole allegation,
ex-wife thing or ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
and it turned out she was crazy or whatever. I don't know. It just didn't. It turned out everything was all right with him. Like he didn't do anything bad.
But I mean, that's what I do with How Did This Get Made? I pick and choose which movies I like and listen to it.
Yeah. Awesome.
They do The Room with one of the
original Room.
The original, the Tommy Wiseau Room with.
Did you see? Did you see he uploaded the whole movie in its entirety to YouTube?
Yes, it's fantastic.
God. I've never seen it, and I don't know if I want to see it.
You should watch it once. But their episode of The Room is with Mark. The other actor.
Oh God!
Damn, that's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I try to listen to non-video game.
Yeah, it's just by the time I get to a lot of the video game news shows, it's just like it's over. Well, it's just like doesn't matter.
It also bores me because I compile the news for.
Right, I think that has a lot to do with it too because. We're all on shows that do news every week, because like, I mean, I run the POW block and then I am on Arsenal X sometimes. And it's like, by the time we talk about it and stuff, I just don't want to hear about it again, Yeah.
Cause by the time I get to the podcast to listen to, they're covering news that we did on the show. And it's like, yeah, heard this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hope that helps. Hope that answered the question. Our last question for the night comes from Curtis Maricello. First time, long time, guys. Love the show. Have you guys ever had a bad game you absolutely loved and defended just to go back and realize it was terrible? Yeah, the bouncer for PS2.
Nope.
Game. Smuggler's Run for PS2. Although a new Smuggler's Run would be awesome.
Yeah, it's already in GTA 5, but sure.
I hated Tony Hawk 5 on launch. I went back.
You loved it.
I went back. I liked it. I tried to record a series, and I realized that this is such a shitty game I can't play anymore. And I was like, nope, I'm done. So I confirmed my first opinion of the game. It sucks.
I can't believe you played that game as much as you did.
A game I like that is bad, well, everyone thinks is bad, is Aliens Colonial Marines. So it's the reverse of the question. I still think it's a decent game.
No, I don't have any games where it was like a bad game and I thought it was good and have gone back and been like, no, this was actually really bad. So, like off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
I think a lot of the Sonic the Hedgehog games. Because like I was a Sega kid.
That's true. I was a Sega kid too, so that's a good one.
I mean, I still think Sonic 2 and 3 are overrated, and I still think 1 is the best out of the original 3. But like after like that first level in 1 and 2 are like the only levels that really convey the sense of speed and like what you want from a Sonic game, and then they try to do that precise platforming in the later levels, and it's just like that's not what this game is. So I don't know. I still had that issue with Sonic Mania also, where it was kind of like this is just meh. So
I wanted to play Horizon Chase Turbo. I told Jeff and Moose this is going to be a great game. I finally tried the demo. It lasted 30 seconds.
He's like, this is like Jeff was like jumped. Jeff came into the party and he's like, Horizon demo, and I'm like, yeah, he's trying that mobile port he was telling us about, and like not even 10 seconds later, he's like, well, that's done.
Wow,
it was bad.
Well, I deleted that now.
Wow,
that's really funny.
Man.
I keep telling people the Giants could be good, but
you can keep telling them that they're not looking too good.
What's the score?
20-6. They have the ball though.
I don't think the Giants or the Eagles are going to win our division.
I don't think anyone's going to win that. I think the NFL ruled the NFC cannot make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, but wait, aren't the Redskins good?
The Redskins don't count.
Their
name's defensive.
Okay.
Did you see the Cowboys want to trade a first rounder for Amari Cooper? Did they do that today?
Yep. I saw something that said the Cowboys traded a first rounder for Cooper. The Patriots traded a fifth rounder for Josh Gordon. And you wonder why one franchise is more successful.
Why couldn't we do that?
Who's Cooper?
Amari Cooper.
He was the receiver for the Raiders. Now he's on the Cowboys. Who has for 2 first-round picks next year? Oh, the Browns? Oh,
who has
done
4?
that?
The Raiders. Who has 4 first-round picks? The Raiders.
Jeez. Looks like somebody's rebuilding next season.
Rest in peace, Cooper.
Oh,
everybody who wants their career to die goes to Dallas.
Yeah. Well, it's not the 90s anymore.
That's true. That's true.
Yep.
I don't know. What's the quarterback's name? Prescott or what is it, Bryant? What's his name?
Yeah, Prescott.
Prescott. Yeah, whatever. He had one good season. That's about it. So.
I mean, that's all that ever happens in the NFL is like somebody has one good season and then people wonder why if they mess up, they're like, why aren't they as good as last season?
It's because the defense has figured him out.
Yeah.
And only the good ones can adapt to that.
Yeah.
Mike McGarcia in the chat is like girlfriends in the 90s were cool.
Girlfriends in the 90s were cool.
Okay.
You know who hasn't done well rebuilding is the Browns.
Yeah, they have.
31 starting quarterback since 1999. You know what, though? Our defense leads the league in takeaways and leads the league in something else. We lead the league in 2 key stats. So, I think it's red zone scoring, like where we prevent them from not scoring, but usually teams just score on big plays that don't require any red zone. So I think that's why we're winning in that category. So
that's funny.
Whew. But anyways, why don't we call it an episode, guys?
So,
I think that's good.
Yeah.
It was a good episode. I like handling listener questions.
I do too.
It's a good time.
Yeah. So but anyways, this has been Nerds Gone Rogue, episode 118. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. Remember, you can find a new episode on your podcast feed every Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time and on Spotify and iHeartRadio and YouTube. Also, you can find us live every Monday night, somewhere between 8:30 and 9 on ngrradio.com/live or youtube.com/ngrradio. Come chat with us. It's a good time. Jason, where can we find you?
Find me at GimpyJ on Twitter, Instagram, PSN,
Twitch.
Yeah.
He's going to be streaming. He's going to start. Yeah.
Moose, where can we find you?
At Svhenn. That's it. Nerds Gone Platinum, where we talk about the PlayStation platform.
Yeah.
And Misadventures with Moose. First show goes up Wednesday. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Playing through Bloodborne. I obviously have not said what the next game will be. Well, I wanted to start with something I'm comfortable with.
You should play through Bloodborne without any armor or any upgraded weapons. You just go through. You should be one of those people that never upgrades your character.
Okay. I could try that sometime. That would be fun.
You should just do that.
I just want to point out that as much as Moose plays Bloodborne, he spelled Bloodborne wrong on the video label.
If you can't tell, listeners, I'm giving Jason the finger.
At least he's not like Matt when you're playing with Matt and he's like, stay back, I'm gonna go in, and then he dies like right away.
And then you kill. Like, oh my god, he's so funny. When we first played, he'd be like, stay back, and like, I'm just like, dude, I farmed enough. I know what I'm doing. Like, I'll be okay. I'll be all right, man. It's okay. So like, eventually, it got to the point where I'd have to run past him and just start taking on enemies because I'm like, it's not fun to have you run me through this game. Like, I want to play it too. So like, let's attack at the same time.
It reminds me of the way my friends used to run me through Diablo when I first started playing it. It's like, yeah, you're just gonna level up and pick up stuff, and then I'm trying to like figure out the mechanics of the game and see what I can do to like change equipment and get rid of stuff and junk it. And they're like, no, just keep going. I'm like, no, I want to figure it out. Oh, Matt, we love you.
Yeah, we do. We miss you.
But anyways, you can find me at CoreyNHD86 on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me at CoreyNHD on Twitch. You can also find me on Nintendo Power Block, where we're giving away Dark Souls Remastered on Nintendo Switch. This is the last week. You can get your questions in. So we're picking a winner on next week's episode. So
what?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It is. So get your questions in. I think that's it. Follow our family of shows: Nerds Gone Platinum, Arsenal X, Nintendo Power Block, Nerds Gone Rogue B-Sides, and of course, this show. Nerds Gone Rogue, a daily podcast. You can find at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on podcast services. Download all the shows, rate us on iTunes and all the other platforms it's available, and like, subscribe, and share. And until next week, we love you.
Take care.
Peace out, party people.